Hey guys, this is Toph, and I'm here today with another episode of This Ranked Life. So for this episode, I just wanted to go ahead and do some post-commentary because my actual commentary wasn't that great during all these fights because I was very tired and very focused. I know that sounds very contradictory, but regardless, so in this first match, I'm going up against a person who's not terribly experienced. The only reason I'm even showing this is because I managed to pull off the 6-Pass Madara ultimate jutsu cancel, and it's just about to happen right here. Here I am comboing him, and I just wanted to show a few examples of this to show that it actually does work, and see how he just stands there and takes it? Yeah, I mean, he couldn't do anything about that at all. He was just completely stuck, and there was absolutely nothing he could have done with that without a sub. And I love this cutscene with... Madara's just sitting there being like, yo, Sasuke, just made you my bitch. But anyways, yeah, so... I think I have one or two more examples of this, just to show that this guy didn't just, you know, give up in the middle of the combo and just say, whatever, I'm just gonna take this since it's over anyways. So let's see, this guy had a little more, he's a little more experienced. He kind of came back a little bit after this, but I'm not gonna show any of that. I'm just gonna show the cancel. Again, see, he's just stuck, and Mifune just eats the ground and takes it. He, again, couldn't do anything about that. He's just button locked. Now, you can't... Now, when I say button lock, though, it's not like he can't sub. He just can't... His character can't move. It's just a weird animation cancel. And that... I tried doing something there and totally failed. But luckily, I managed to get it anyways. And yep, and he's just standing there yet again. So, I mean, none of these people were terribly experienced, but at the same time, you know, I don't think 3 people in a row just... I mean, they weren't literally in a row. I think they were... This was all one session, but they weren't literally in a row. You know what I mean. But I don't think they all just stood there and decided to take that. So, yeah. And so, oh yeah, okay, so now we're into this, and I just want to show this short clip of this awakening, this Giant Awakening fight. And I want to make like a exclusive, like a specific video for Giant Awakenings at some point or another. But look at this. I mean, we start off with equal subs, and look, all I have to do is just leader switch. And if when he does hit me, I just sub and press the direction on the left stick, and just... Actually, did he even force me? Yeah, he's forcing me to sub twice. I didn't even notice when that happened. But, yeah, you can use the leader switch, you can use your supports if you want to do that instead. Honestly, I would just use the leader switch, it's just better, it stuns them just like they weren't giant. And so, okay. Now we're getting into this fight, and... yeah, this one was kind of frustrating. It was really good, but so spoiler alert, I lose. And I haven't actually like looked back at this to see it, so I guess it's gonna be like my live reactions to what I did wrong. But I do, if I remember right, in the very beginning, I actually went pretty far ahead. Like, he basically, I don't know if, I wouldn't go so far to say it was a clutch, but he came back regardless. So, here I am just trying to, like, get something in to where I can get in. I tried using that support, or that jutsu to stop his kunai, so I could start up another jutsu, so I could dash him with some backup. And then here, he's just getting fucked up by PTS Gara's attacks, and, yep, I did my little switch there into grab, and that worked out beautifully. It stopped his fireball, so not only did he get grabbed, but he also lost a bunch of chakra doing that. And here I'm just trying to pressure him so he can't get his chakra back. And it works decently well for a little bit. I can't remember... I'm trying to remember when the tide turns here. Okay. He probably should have backed off there instead of going after me, because I still have a chakra... Okay, now I don't really have a chakra advantage. And I guess I decided to take that. I guess that was a fine move. It wasn't, like, good or bad. It was just whatever. Now I'm just trying to get my chakra back again. That jutsu, that Madara's jutsu is actually pretty good for defense. Now that I switched Neji with PTS Gara for this video, for this session, just to try him out, which I think worked in my favor by a lot. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, here I'm at a pretty significant advantage. He has the chakra advantage, but I have really good sub advantage. And here he ran out of subs completely. Now he's trying to pressure me so I can't get my chakra back. And I don't know what I was doing there. I should have been charging. And honestly, I probably should have switched to Madara so I could charge faster. And honestly, I was merciful there, and I shouldn't have been. Like, I think at this point I got way too cocky, and I don't know what I was thinking there. Like, I should not have done that. I should have switched to Madara and done the infinite combo, and he would have either had to eaten an ultimate, or he would have had to use up his subs, and I would be at a massive advantage at this point. So yeah, that right there was a mistake that might have ended up costing me the whole match. I'm not really sure, you know. I don't know if that would have been enough, because I can't remember how much I lost by. Alright, yeah, so here I lost a lot of momentum. I should have been paying more attention to what exactly was happening there. But, man, PTS Gar, he is insane. His air combo is ridiculously high tier. Wow, that jutsu not only took out Hanabi, it also stunned him too. Like, it got him and Hanabi. I think Rex. I'm trying to remember if I win. I guess it looks like I'm gonna win this first round, but I don't really remember. So yeah, the biggest mistake I've made through all this, I mean, I've made like other like minor mistakes or whatever, obviously, but the biggest one so far is just being merciful with that guard break. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what I mean. I just like grabbing, so I go for grabs a lot, but I shouldn't have done that. That was a dumb mistake. And that was honestly just being cocky, really. I just figured it didn't matter because I was going to win. Not going to lie, that's exactly what went through my head. So, sometimes I do that just, I don't know, to play more legit or whatever, but... So I couldn't interrupt him with Gar's combo there. Okay, and here's another big mistake I'm making. This is what my mindset is right now. I remember this specifically. I'm trying to wait it out so I can get into Madara's Awakening. And I'm playing really defensively. Of course, there I tried to go on the offense. It didn't really work, but... He kind of messed that up. He just ran right into Madara's thing. And see, here he has a chakra disadvantage, but... And, I mean, I basically had to take that with my subs going up like that, but it didn't even matter, because I lose both the subs right there. I guess that was the right choice, probably, but... I'm trying too hard to go for the Awakening. Like, I just need to go into it. Because at this point, I just don't have enough... Of course, right now I probably shouldn't, since I'm so low. But I am trying... I am being way too thirsty for that Awakening. And it is just not working out for me at all. I'm trying to get a... Look at this! I am trying my hardest to get away from that damn Awakening. But it is not working. And then, of course, I go in and I finally decide to go in, and I'm getting messed up. I guess I thought he was going to dash there, and he just didn't at all. And then, yeah. At this point, I have no subs. I guess I have Chakra still, but, yeah. And he gets me. So, I think my biggest mistake during all that was just going for the Awakening way too hard. I wasn't focused on getting any damage in. And I guess I just really thought if I could get the Awakening, I could get a massive amount of damage in. Which, you know, it's worked out for me in the past, but whenever you just can't... You can't force it, though. I mean, if you get the opportunity, go for it, but... Whenever you're revolving your whole game plan around Awakening, it kind of... It's not good, as I just proved there. Yeah, I don't think there was much... I mean, he could have tried backflipping, but there wasn't a lot he could do about that. That was a pretty well-timed sand shower there. I figured it would get him. I think right there, I meant to switch to another character and dash, and it just didn't work for some reason. I think I remember that, because I remember being annoyed right there. And did I sub that? Okay, that was just a good counter. I probably shouldn't have dashed from the air without backing up or doing anything special, you know? Dashing from the air, especially when they're low like that, is probably not a good idea, because it's much easier to counter whenever they dash you from the air, because it's basically, they can't really, there's not as much they can do to get around it as they can on the ground. And there, I just had to back out, because Hanabi was going to mess me up if I didn't. I guess, okay, here, I think I try again to go for the Awakening, and it just doesn't work out for me. Okay, here, I don't know I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was just trying to go for that grabs really way too hard so I could get into the like send him flying and go for the Awakening, and it just got me messed up, and yeah, he killed me. So there was lots of mistakes that made there, actually. I mean, I can definitely see why I lost, and he played really well. So I like that match a lot, actually. I think it I think that I learned not to try for the Awakening so thirstily, because I spent so much time trying to get into the Awakening that it just wasted way too much time, and he put too much pressure on me while I was doing that. It just didn't work out for me at all. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know. I really liked that match. It wasn't laggy at all, if I remember correctly. The only kind of button input thing that didn't work was when like I said before, when I was trying to switch with Gara's Sand Shower. But other than that, everything did like I meant for it to do, so it was just my loss. Okay, now here, okay. So yeah. Here I'm fighting this guy with a 100% win ratio, and honestly, I was suspicious from the beginning that he might have just disconnected to get that, because honestly, I mean, I can see a lot of people being able to get to 20 if they just use a few disconnections, even though it didn't say he has disconnections, but you get like, what, 3 or 4 freebies? And here, I knew I'd use Gara, because with PTS Lee, Ino and Madara can't do shit against PTS Lee. I mean, honestly, like, the only thing they can do, well, combo-wise, they can only really jutsu, so I was basically forced to use, Gara there, and yeah, see, I switched to Madara thing, I get the infinite combo. I don't know what happened there, that was just some glitchy weirdness. I switched to Madara wanting to get the infinite combo, but the leader switch thing, like, messed up on me, and I couldn't, is that what happened? I don't even remember it's been too long since I saw it now. I can't remember what actually happened there, but regardless, he got away and I didn't get the infinite combo in. And here, I'm almost out of subs in not a good position at all. So here, I got really lucky here. Look, he breaks my guard. I remember this. And then he dashes into me and I managed to guard again. But I guess oh man, I subbed that. I should not have done that. That was dumb of me. So yeah, and then he gets me into another combo and I am subless for a while. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how I managed to block that. I guess he was just going too slow or something, and I managed to get it. So here, whenever I run out of subs, I really like to try to get into the air, especially with Ino. For one thing, she's just great in the air. Her air combos are ridiculously good. But secondly, even if they do manage to get you, it's just not as big of a deal if you're in the air. Okay, that switch right there was... I'm pretty proud of that. I like that. That was nice. But yeah, I like to be in... Okay, here he messed up. Like, I just easily got out of that. I don't know what he was... I guess he thought I was a noob and he could just cancel that whenever he felt like it and get me. But no, that shit ain't working on me, boy. So yeah, here I just had to take all this damage because my sub's growing up. I actually subbed slightly too early. Of course, it might have worked out in my favor because he might have tried... If I would have subbed exactly when I got my last sub, he might have managed to dash into me too quickly. So, I don't know. Okay, here is... Okay, first of all, the disconnect, of course. This honestly didn't surprise me at all. But... Big thing I messed up there at the very end is I should have just kept chakra dashing him in the air to finish him off. Like, he probably thought I was going to do that, and that's why he disconnected. But I didn't. There's lots of times, actually, where I do that, where I can finish off the enemy in the air with chakra, and I just don't for some reason. I don't know what goes through my head. And so, yeah, I thought I was going to have 2 more matches, but, yeah, I didn't realize I was already at the 11-minute mark. That's crazy. That's cray-cray. I don't even understand. It doesn't feel... It feels like I've been talking about this for, like, 5 minutes, but regardless, so you know, there was lots of mistakes that were made, but I guess my 2 main ones in both these videos were the awakening thing, where I tried too hard to go for the awakening, and the air combo thing, which is another... I'm probably gonna have multiple... There's another video. I somehow win the fight, but where I mess up so many times. But yeah, that's gonna be the next match for the next video, or the first match for the next video. But yeah, so, I mean, they weren't drastic mistakes, and I was winning the second one. I don't know if I would have won in the end or not, because he rage quit before we could find out. But, yeah, I lost the first one. I deserved that loss, and, yeah, I don't know, but it was a nice loss. I managed to learn from it. So, anyways, I'm ranting on way more about this than I have actual video for, so I'm gonna shut up now, and, yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.